Okay, so let's start today's code session, which is we have this little GUI program that is implemented using one immediate library that is made from scratch. And we have some cells agreed with some cells, and this cells is supposed to be a plate that we can hit and observe the heat spreading through this plate, right? So it's kind of a heat dynamic simulation, but it's really in the beginning. We don't do any kind of simulation yet, but we will begin hopefully today. The objective of today's code session is to put some temperature in one of those cells. Like for now, every cell has 50 degrees temperature, right? So the idea is to put a different temperature, higher or lower, in one cell, and then we kind of spread this temperature for the other cells until the plate is at equilibrium, right? That's the goal, but I don't think we will be doing that in one single stream, but we are starting today, right? So that's the idea. So let's start going into the code. And I have here, this is the main function. I mean, not the main, not the entry point of the program, but the function that gets called at every frame. So we have a loop which updates the state of the system and also draw things on screen. So this is where things are updating. So I draw several things here. I draw the debug menu, the properties of the window where I can set the temperature, the grid, and so on and so forth, right? So what we have to do here today is let's try to make the the scope small. Let's try to make the scope small. So I already can set a different temperature here, but I am annoyed because I press enter and the temperature doesn't update. I have to click here on set temp. This is one improvement we can do, and I think I will do it now. This is one improvement that we clearly can do, and it will be quality of life improvement, I would say, because I will do 75, press enter, and I won't need to press the set temperature button. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here we check if the cell is selected, then we can show its properties here in the properties window, right? Which has a container, which is a container. This is the title of the container, which is that float window. And then we have the text box where the temperature of the cell is stored. Then we have the button. So, yeah. So what I can do here is temperature when the text box is enter is pressed on the text box. It also sets the temperature, but I have to link somehow the button with the text box. So I have to go here to my library, my GUI, and find where the button, the text box here, the text box is yeah, is considered. It's here. This is the function that modifies the state of the text box and also draw it. Here you can see the drawings. But this is supposed to be a generic text box, so maybe we can find a way to link a text box to any other component. So we already have a component linked to the text box, which is the container. So every component can have a parent here. Here, a parent. So every component that implements this UI command can have a parent. So drop down can have a parent, text box can have a parent, container. It can be a container inside another container, which is good. Checkbox also has a parent, but we don't have another component linked to it, because because immediate graphical user interface is not based on events, right? We don't have an event loop, and I'm not sure. I don't want to implement an event loop. It will break the the philosophy, not philosophy, but the code structure behind the immediate graphical user interface. But what can we do to achieve that? Okay, parent text box. When this is pressed, let's see the code. Let's see the code. Here we check for the keys. So we get the key and the char that is being pressed at the moment. And we have to remember that this is executed at every frame. So we get the key and the char that is pressed at the moment, and we verify if it's enter. Okay, we already have that. So we set the status active as false, of course. Okay, it will change focus. It will get out of the focus in the text box. And then this is the place that we would call our button action. But we also can, what do we hit return on text box? We don't return anything, right? So maybe we can return what key is pressed. Then it's the responsibility of who is calling the text box to check which key is pressed. Sorry, and do something about it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. So we can return char, or maybe not char. Maybe we can return the same thing that we are checking here in key pressed, which is this. It's an integer. It's an integer. But I wonder if, let's open Raylib. I wonder if it has a macro to change the name of this key. It's a enum, okay. Yeah. And the enum is keyboard key. Yes, we will return this. This is what we return. Sorry. Okay, so we can text box here. We return this thing right here, right? Keyboard key. And Okay, so we just return, yeah, key. Okay, so maybe they have no key, 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 keyboard. Kinu, yes, they have Kinu. So we can safely do this. We can safely do the following. We are return keyboard key, and we have, yes, terrible. Let me just do that. Okay, and we have, let me increase the font a little bit. We have the key, K, which is Kinu. Kinu. Then here in the end, we are just setting key pressed. If it's active, it will return key. No, it will return key anyways at every turn key. So that's it. It will return no, key no, if it's not active, but if it's active, it will return something. And then we can detect this. We can detect this outside. So we have default behavior. We have default behavior for key presses, but we can customize different behavior. We will not be overriding it. We will be adding new functionality, actually, because it will execute this one, then we will return the key, and it will execute the other one that is in the implementation. That's fine for now. That's fine for our use case. So turns, it's straightforward. I don't think it's necessary to put a comment there. Okay, so let's test this, right? I will just go to greenplug.c and I'll check here if prop is visible. We draw a lot of things. Yeah, here in the text box, we can say if this guy equals key, enter, it will trigger the button. It will execute the button action. But how can I do that? How can I do that? Good question. Let's go. I open a new tab with CRC, my GUI. So let's go to the button implementation, right here. Where is the here? Okay, we just returned true. Oh, so the logic is here. That's the logic. If mg button, yeah, that's the logic here. So this is a logic that I have to set when the button is pressed. I'll just repeat for now. It should work. It should work. I think it's a good solution. View.sh, and let's just run it afterwards. Being great. Okay, so we have errors on 211. We have errors. Just a moment. Okay, we're back. So let's see these errors. I have some errors here. Conflicting types, yes, because I have a signature there that now it returns keyboard key, like that. And maybe that's it. Yes. So we can just run it there. And let's see, I will put this value here as 100. Press enter. Perfect. Working perfectly. And then I do 8, 9. There. No. Yes, 8, 9, this one, yeah. No, this one is 100. This one will be 8, 9. And this one will be 22. Yeah, that's it. So we are doing it properly. Okay. So let me just close this. Okay, now we have to factor out that function, right? Because we have some code duplication, which is not always good. So this is the piece of code that we need to transform into a function. And as we are in C, we have to declare it first. We have to floor declare the function. So I'll just grab this thing here, and this function will be named set cell temperature. And we have to pass something, but the compiler will tell us what we have to pass. Then we just put this, and let's go back there. What's the name of the thing? It's this one. I lost already. Yeah, here, up there. This is the name of the function, and we just need to put its void, and we'll have to accept some parameters, but I don't know what. We'll see now. And then also we have to put this in here, and we can delete this, and maybe even, yeah, that's it for now. So let's go to the compilation errors. Okay, so we need the plug here by pointer. What else do we need? We need too few arguments, of course. Yes, and then you need to go back there and pass the plug. It's already a pointer. Plug. And here, plug. Okay, that's nice. Let's compile again. It seems to be it. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Okay, then this will be 5. Yeah, perfect. Then now the button to be 150. Is, yeah, this is the maximum is 100. Somewhere in the logic. Yeah. So that's really nice. And yeah, I have another problem that I just saw, that I can edit the cell, but let me put here 8, 9. If I click set temperature, it doesn't change the focus of the button. It's still there. I can click another cell. See, I can do 78 set temp. Oops, what happened? 78 set temperature, but I still can, yeah. So this is not good. I want to deactivate this when I click on this. Oh, this will be, This will not be so straightforward, I think, because let's see, let's see. Let's go to the same place that we are doing this. Oh no, it's easy because we can just, when the blue button is clicked, we set the temperature and we say that I have the button. I have plug txt something, no, btn, apply, set temperature, dot active is false. That's really simple. That's really simple, right? Button has no member, not member, name active. So what is the member of it? Button, text box, text box, text box active. Yes, we have. What you're talking about? Plug. Let's go back here. In our plug, we have texts txt cell temperature, which is a text box which have active. That's it. Plug txt cell temperature. Oh, not btn, txt cell temperature dot active. Yes. So we make it the text box inactive. That's it. That's it. Then we can do that and test it out. Let's see. Something is really weird sometimes. Okay, so when I do 5 for set temperature, perfect. That's it. That's it. One thing that's annoying is because this value is actually integer. If I put 34.5 and I get the value of the cell again, it's 34. It's storing just integers, but I would like to store as floats. So let's do that as well. And this is in the type itself. It's in the type of the grid. So we have cell, yeah. Okay, it's already float, but when we are updating it, set cell temperature here, and when we are getting as well, I suppose I have another function here to get cell. Yes, maybe I should put those closer to each other because it's related. They are related. This one is closer to get cell, closer to this one, like that. Okay. I can remove this and so cell temperature here is not inch, is float, but then I have to change this because it's not string to integer, it will be string to float, and I'm not sure, I don't remember how to do that in C. Sorry. But with float, that one. Atof. Okay, so atof. Let's try to find this atof. Not atif, atof. Yes, convert string to a double, but in our case, it's float. Return the converted value. And if it's an error, what happens? This is a really shitty manual page, main page. Okay, you accept the pointer to the char array. What is that? What? Why? Okay, okay, it's tr2d. This is the opposite. No, it's not. The attack function converts the initial portion of the string pointed by and ptr to double. The behavior is the same as, okay, there is another one. Except that it does not detect errors. So we should go to str2d. Man, str2d. Oh, of course, because no, what? Oh, yeah, it's not a range. It's just the command. It's the command, man. Okay, so convert SC string to floating point number. That's perfect. Yeah, we need this one. Okay, the pointer and end pointer. Okay. Convert the initial portion of the string pointed by representation, respect. Expect the form of the initial portion of the string is optional. Leading white space is recognized by a space, and optional plus or minus are then either decimal number or decimal number, infinity, okay. Decimal number consists of, okay, return value. This function returns the converted value, if any. If any pointer is not null, it's an error. Last character is discovered, start the location first. It's not the last character is discovered, start at the location referenced by, okay. Okay, it's 0 if no conversion. And pointer is null. Okay, so that's really weird. If no conversion, it's 0 and nptr is stored in the pointer. Okay, but if the correct value would cause overflow, the correct value would cause underflow. Okay. I think that when we do the conversion, we call the function, and if end pointer is the same as the last character of the end pointer, and it's not 0, it's success. That's what I think. So let's try to use it. Float, not here, here. I'll copy paste this, I'll comment this out. What I'm doing. And I will do float, cell temperature, str to float, and I'll pass my char, which is this, and this end pointer, maybe I should create something like this, and ptr equals null. Then I pass here, I don't know, and we check the value of the address. I will assume that. Then let's just trace, let's just print log info. Let's just print let me just put this like that. Let's Let's print 2.5 float 2 times. The first one is, I mean, no, I'll put like pointer and pointer. The first pointer will be this. And the last pointer will be this one. And you try to figure out the difference between them. Yes, I can do like, and I'll put this like difference between this and this should be 0, and this is end pointer minus this thing here. It should be 0 if they are equal, but because if they are equal, I mean, plus the length of the thing, of the text. But yeah, I won't have any blank spaces before or after the number, just for this test of this thing here. It's a little bit confusing, but it's just for testing. I think it's correct. Let's just see what happens. Maybe it will not even compile because of, yeah, it's just supposed to be this. And let me just close this thing here. Okay, so there's log. What is, okay, just some, that's, how do you call it? I don't know how to call this. Okay, so we can safely go here and let's check. Okay, so I'll put that 25.54. So they are exactly the same. Yeah, but it worked. My assumption wasn't correct. But it worked, which is what matters. But we have to identify when it's not work, so we can alert the user or something, right? So let me just go back and try to see this. Where am I? Okay, I can close this, and I don't think you can see. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay, here this trace log. So it means that if it is success, both of them are equal. Let's force a non-success scenario. If I put an A here, so they are not the same, you see? Yes, because it points to the first character that is not correct, I think, or something like that. Actually, it points for somewhere before. I don't know, but the point is, it's not the same. And if we have extra spaces, what happens? Yeah, they are not the same, so we cannot rely on this. But we can rely on the fact that it returns 0, because if cell temperature equals 0, and some other condition, then it will not. I'll just return here because it won't happen. It's a 0. And if we look at the main page again, return value. Return value. If no conversion is performed, 0 is returned. Unless end pointer is null. This means that and the value of any PTR stored in the location. Unless end PTR is null. I can pass null here. But I'm not passing null, so I will disregard this. So if no conversion performance, 0 is returned and the value of any PTR is stored in the location. Okay, so we can check for yes, for and we do a string compare. This and this, if both of them are equal, so it's an error. And I can just do, just for debugging reasons, not converted. I think that's it. Argument 2. Yeah. Because it's already a pointer. Make. Okay. Let's run it. So first is a success case, which is 25.3. Success, right? Yes. Now, this will be an error. I need to be 55.1h. It didn't print the message, but yeah, and it converted. Because it was successful until that point, but if I do A33.4, yes, not converted. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, I see. Okay, that's really clever, actually. It converts until it cannot convert anymore. So if I put 12 here and just quit the application, if I put on the first one 12 and P, it will convert until the 12. Yes, because I'm just showing one here. But if I put 50A like this, it will be just 5. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I think it's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, but it's not really a good thing. It's not really a good thing to do that. So, despite it being really good, really nice. So maybe we fuck. I closed the wrong thing. But Timux is amazing. We are back. So maybe if it's 0, but we can set it to 0, you know? Yeah, so it is what it is for now. Yeah. Conversion error. Okay, so now it's all right. I don't need this. And this can be isolated. Okay. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Now, we have some things already. We can commit them. We can commit them. Let's commit them. Let's commit them. What do we have here? Git status. We modified 3 files. Let's see those modifications. So we added, we factored out this function to set the temperature. It's okay. We remove some logs, and then we are able now to press enter without pressing the button. Yeah, okay. Keyboard image, trace. Then, yeah, now text, yeah, that's the main thing. The text box now returns the key that was pressed. That's the main thing that I will do here. Which is button text box returns last key pressed. That's it. Okay, that's it. What else we can do here? Maybe we can start simulating. We can start simulating. So I think it's important for we to have a simulate button somewhere. Maybe here above everything. Yeah, or in the side here. In the side here somewhere. Yeah. Let's create this button. Let's create this button. For that, we need to add another button in our grid, which is button. Maybe I will put it here like that. And this will be run simulation. Button run simulation. That will be the button. Then in the initialization, we can initialize the button here. Here we can say that we can copy and paste this one, which is another button initialization. Put this here. And we can say, okay, this button will be located at my neighbors. My neighbor has a parrot and it is singing or screaming. I don't know. It's really weird. Okay. So the position will be X and Y. X will be the same as the grid, 10, and Y, which will be just, I can put plug, which is even better. Grid, I can put this. I can put this. And I can put this as Y plus, it will be 15 pixels below the grid, and here is run simulation. That's it. We can, I think now we just need to draw in the update function. So right after the grid, you can draw the button, which is mg button, and we pass the button, which is HDYN run simulation. We are not detecting yet if it's clicked or not. We are just drawing it. This should work. Let's just go through this. Oh, we don't have this. Why not? Yes, we do. Plug HDYN run simulation. HDYN run simulation. Yes, we do. Incompatible type. Huh. Really? Why? Oh, because it's a pointer. Pointer to the pointer. This is already a pointer. Come on. Plug is already a pointer. What are you talking about? Here. Oh, yeah, of course. With plug it is, but this is automatically, this is dereferencing. Yeah. That's correct. Okay. That's fine. Make. Okay, perfect. Let's run it. Here, weirdly, that's not what I want. This is really weird. Yeah. Something's off. Something's wrong. Let's go back there. We run simulation. Yeah. We just need to do that, and we are drawing. But for some reason, we draw the grid, and after the grid, we draw the button, which is what I want. The coordinates and everything else should be above. The z index should be above. Let's see. Let's check again our initialization. Oh, of course, it's not up. Sorry. This is the thing with copy and pasting. I forgot to change the name of the button here. This is this. Oh, no, not even this. This is run simulation. Run simulation. Yeah, it should be fine now. Yeah, it's not that fine, but at least we can yeah, at least it's not frozen or it's working. But where is the button? Where is the fucking button? Let's try to parent. It has no parent. That's the thing. So I just can remove this. Oh, sorry, I just quit the window. Grid blue, yes. So it has no parent. So the parent is the main window. The parent is the main window. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so it was 15 here. So I have 15 plus its height. Yeah, so I have to put the grid position y plus 15 plus the grid height, which I have somewhere. Yes, size y. Size y. Plus this plus 15. Yeah, maybe 15 is too much. It's fine. I can start with debug closed now. It's too much shit on the window. Debug menu here visible. So debug menu visible will be false initially, as well as the cell props as well will be false. But then I want to make, when I click on the cell, this window automatically opens. So it's easy. It's in here. It's in here. If a cell is selected, we do a lot of things, but else also we show the, how to call it? Its window, cell prop something, cell props window, visible equals true. Is it visible? Yes, it is. It's visible equals true. Yeah. Yeah. So compile again. Let's run it. Perfect, 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 perfect. That's the thing. 5. Then I can close this, do some shit. Then when I click another one, it appears here. That's really nice. Okay, I'll change the background, maybe, because, yeah. I'll change the black background color to something else. Where do I have the background colors? It should be unplugged, but actually it is not. It is in the entry point in the main function. It's fine for now because I don't want to dynamically customize it. Examples grid.c, it's in here. You see, here is where I define plug and the update function pointers and init function pointers. And here is where I do the hot reloading and everything. And it is here where I put the background color somewhere. Where is it? Update state begin drawing. It should be here. Plug update. Maybe it's there and I am blind. Yeah, it's here. It's here. So I think we have something like get color or something. Then we can pass X like 25, 25, 25 and alpha. I think it's the first or the last one. I think it's the last one. Let's try with this. Then this RGB, this would be red. If this is alpha, This would be red, but actually let's try green. The two on the middle. This should be no, green. Yeah. It should be green. So save the pile. Perfect. Go here. Yeah, this is green. So it's RGBA. So I'll put something like maybe I can define background color somewhere. Where am I defining things? My GUI. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to define my GUI. Otherwise, just for default reasons. Yeah. I think every application has to. The user of my GUI should define this. So whatever I just put here. 25, 25, 25. And this will be background color. This will be this one. Like so. And then background color like that. Then we can run it. Yeah, it's a little too dark, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Then okay, so we have that. We have this button. So we can check if it's pressed. If this is pressed, do something. If this is pressed, do something. It will run a simulation. So I will have a plug, a context variable called C running simulation equals true. Then somewhere, maybe in the beginning of everything, when the simulation is running, maybe I just want to see the simulation running. I can maybe just after the checkbox. I want after the button. I mean, I want if plug is running. This is happening. Then run simulation things here. Simulation things here. And if I, okay, so this is like that. It's a toggle. This will be a toggle like so. Then maybe I can even, if running simulation, I can put some label. I don't have this component label. I can create a component label just to say that's running. But for now, I just draw text somewhere in the screen. Where do I have that? Draw text. Should have that somewhere on Rayleigh. This is headers, Rayleigh. Draw text. not image, draw text, but draw text, not dot draw texture, draw text, this one here. This is what I want. I don't need the label thing for now. So this is it. And here I want to, come on, what's that? Here I want to draw simulation, just running simulation. Somewhere, where? Maybe position 5, 5. It will be ugly as hell. Font size I should put really small, like I think 5 it's small. And here will be red, vivid red, I suppose. So I can test the button toggling. Let's build a bunch of things is not working. Yeah, of course. This is HDYN run simulation. No, it's the variable. Oh, I didn't create it yet. Run a simulation. So I have to go back here. I mean, in plug. Where is plug.h? It's not here. Is in plug here .h. I will have here boolean running simulation. That's it. Which is initialized as false. Here I have to initialize it as false somewhere here. Plug running simulation equals false. Yeah. Okay, so something in draw text. Yes, we don't need this, we don't need this. Okay. Let's test it out. Run simulation is not running anymore. Perfect. That's what I want. So we are able already to, yeah, this is one thing that I'm not supposed to do. When I'm running the simulations, for now, I don't want to change anything. So I will do something about it right now. I will just continue the loop. Let's try that. I don't think it will work. Maybe work, I don't know. Because the loop is outside this file. The loop is outside this file. Let's see if what compile says to us. Maybe. Yeah. Not within a loop. Yeah. I understand. How can I go to the next frame without executing anything? I just put a go to. I go to next frame. And in the end of this, I put like, yeah, I can press key to quit. Still, that's it. This is next frame. Okay. Let's use go-tos, which is nice and really amazing. I like go-tos. Let's just, I don't remember if I compile. Yes, it's compiling. Run. Run simulation. So if I click here, I'm not supposed to see that cell window. Yeah, I'm clicking. And we don't see any window because it's running the simulation. When I stop the simulation, if I click, it's difficult. Then you see the window is open. So yeah. I just see that we can change this to stop simulation. So yeah, it will be like this, and if uh, if it's pressed, okay, and yeah, if it's running simulation, the button, yeah, I can change it here. I don't like it that it's here, but I can plug btn run simulation dot text, I think, equals stop simulation. And when it's not running, then it is start. Maybe there is a clever way to do that, but for now it can be like this. Let's build and run. Build. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it's really nice. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think that's it. That's it for today, and thank you for watching. Bye. See you.